Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on chess.com and I'm playing a 5-0 game. Let's see what we get. Let's try, well, maybe a Benoni. Yeah, why not? Let's shoot for a Benoni. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see how white reacts. D5 or not? Okay, we're taking. And I've played this snake Benoni before with bishop to D6, but against this fianchetto, I'm a fan of just going with D6, and without the bishop eyeing up the B5 square, it may be a little bit easier for me to push through with a queenside expansion. So let's get some baby moves in here. Rook on E8, A6. This knight, well, I'll probably hold off on where I want to go with him just yet. He'll probably end up going here. No, I'll play A6 first. I was thinking somehow there might be an option to go knight A6 into B4, but that's never, I'd have to first threaten to be getting in B5 successfully for them to play A4, and it's tough to do that. So let's start with rook to E8. It seems sensible. Half open file. I would like to trade one minor piece, so we might have a little bit of a battle going on with that soon. Knight C4, knight here. Let's get this move in. I have to be in a position to meet knight C4 with knight to E5. Prepping B5 right now, so let's sneak this in. I think it's very important. They were threatening on D6 and also some added pressure. Okay, that move. What do I do in reply to that? They're ready to flush my knight away with F4. Can I push through somehow? If I put my bishop here, F4 is going to end up trapping my knight. I'm a bit clogged up. Knight to A3, yes. Okay, let's try this move. I have to be really, really timely here. So if they kick me with F4, I go back to D7. And if they return to C4 now, I could get this in. Also, Queen C7 is facilitating C4. And I think I should do that right now. And with this, I'm opening up this diagonal, so I may be threatening to play B5. Okay. They're covering that diagonal. I think I have to jump in here. Though, if I play knight to C5, I think E5 is hitting. Knight C5, E5. Knight C5, E5, and if I take, there's D6. Okay, I think I might have to go about it. This is tricky. Alright, I'm still gonna go in here and meet E5 with my other knight to D7. I am on E4 twice. Yeah, they could go pawn hunting here for sure. Yep. Alright, I think I have to break up the pawn duo now. On D6 I could go elsewhere. Let's see. Okay, and on that move, I think I have to press forward with E4. I don't want them to blockade, and I want a square that I could jump to on D6. This is extremely sharp. Yeah, we're clearly going down some really critical line. Queen to D5. I was not expecting that. So preparing to capture and then capture on F7. Yeah, That's a really good move. Yeah, okay, so I guess I have to defend f7. Let's see. They could win this guy here. What am I missing with that move? I have to take... Oh, they're on c5. Totally missed that they're on c5 as well. They're not winning a piece, they're just going after this. Brutal, man. Brutal. Okay. I'll play on a little bit more. Why are they waiting forever to take my knight? That's a very good question. Wasn't that the only move? They could take on e4, I cannot take on b2. I guess we're gonna go back. Threatening to win their knight. They're not gonna fall for that. Surgeon. A surgeon is what we have here. 207. I have to try to outlast them on the clock. That's all I could try to do. Let's get rid of that knight. I don't even have a spot for my queen to go to. Another curious moment. I'm not sure what they were thinking of besides the recapture on e4. Yep, and reminding me that f7 is a soft point. I gotta return here. This knight is well worth yeah, he's far more than 3 points. Queen there. Yeah. Okay. Let's maybe make my first active move. Get at g3. Take on f7, I imagine. Yeah, I could take on f7. If I go to a dark square, they have this. Got it all worked out. So I have to run into a discovery, unfortunately. 1 minute 33. Check. I gotta run here. And where's the killer move? You just jump in here. Yes, everything is a killer. Okay, let's go here. Can I outlast them on the clock? Wow. Okay. Really short on squares. I guess here. And then knight here. A check. Gotta go here. Where's the finishing touch? Another check. Gotta go here. Yeah. And now that move. Is my queen trapped? Not yet. Wow, she is really short on squares. I guess here. Yeah. I guess here, a check on h5. I guess it's a mate from this point. They're going to get on the diagonal. Knight to h5 and then a queen here. And that's going to be ball game. Or here, mate on the spot. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to review this game. I have just a really weird feeling about this one. I don't know. Let me go into the analysis. It must be said I'm a bit flustered right now because I don't know. It just when you're at the game long enough and I don't know what to say. You kind of have a sixth sense when it comes to some games. And my opponent played really good, is what I'm trying to say. This account played really good. So, let's see. Yeah, let's just. I want to see how many moves are top moves. This is just a little bit of a test here. Yeah, b5 is a move. I was just looking at this the other day when g3 is in before knight to c3. b5, you could get that in. But I'm curious about the middle game position where it's really sharp. Many of these moves are top moves. I'm pretty sure. It just seemed really, really, really accurate. And I don't know. It's just kind of curious that some moves are, only recaptures and they're not played like straight away. But anyhow, a6, and I was not successful with organizing my pieces. I wasn't able to exchange off a minor piece. So I wonder how I could have approached this a little bit different. This is all very common for white, to reposition the knight into c4 and target d6. And also, this idea of knight to a3. So I played rook to b8. There's no issue with this just yet, but right around this point, knight to c4, knight to e5 is fine, and knight to a3 is I've been in this position before as white. This is a very nice idea to avoid the knight exchange. Knight to a3. And then in comes this idea of f4, and then the knight returns. I'm lacking space, so I really don't have too many squares to move about on with 4 minor pieces. That's why I'm really gunning for some kind of a piece exchange. So f4, knight back to d7, and I think we're soon at a point where I'm just busted. And maybe like right around here, actually. e4. I felt like I had to go with c4. And, okay, white played bishop to e3 next. But I was saying that there might be some tactic connected with b5 just to illustrate this b5 takes is not quite working because capture, queen check, the knight could return to d4. At minimum. Apparently there's also bishop to e3. But, that's one of the ideas behind this c4 move. Open up the diagonal, especially now that white has moved the f pawn. That diagonal's open, so I played c4. Bishop to e3 is very sensible. Developing and covering that diagonal. Knight c5 so far, okay, it likes knight to c5, but now this is where it's really getting crazy sharp with e5. And that's like I guess like an only move. e5. Anything else, and then I start to be a little bit better with bishop to f5, taking advantage of this unprotected bishop on e3. e5, and okay, I guess my reaction here is it's just gone after my next move. What move are we at? Move 18. Yeah, it's just gone from here. I needed to play. I needed to jump into knight to b3, and oh well, what's the story if they take here? Rook takes e3. And they take my bishop, and I take the rook. Oh man, I do not want to give up my dark square bishop like that. Knight takes a1. Queen takes knight. Yeah. No idea how to assess this one. Well, fortunately, these knights are not close to my king, but yeah, to give up that dark square bishop is kind of scary. Dynamic equality, is that what they say? I guess so. After my move, it's gone. So, let's see these next moves. Knight to d7. Knight takes c4. And I'm just curious if every move is like a top move here. f5. e4. And we have d6, top move. Queen to d8. And now this is a bit, that's a really strong move, queen to d5. I would have guessed a knight jumps into d5, but yeah, queen to d5, another top move. Ready to take, pounce on f7. And I'm just playing on what feels like not even 3 ranks, like 2 ranks. Just crawling up into a ball. It's not fun. And from here, f6. Not a top move. Could have just picked up the knight on c5. Oh, well, there you go. Now f6 is considered a top move. Okay. f6 is in, chop. And now rook takes f6. I recapture, and then the capture on c5, of course. And I'm recapturing. And what more from here? Yeah, queen takes c5. Pretty much the only move. Took about 4 or 5 seconds to pull that one off. Bishop to e6. Yeah, I'm just testing to see the top moves. Knight to b6, knight to e4, something around the same. Chop. I gotta go back. There's just no good squares at all. And knight c to d2 or knight to b6 are next. Knight to b6, this is a monster and a half. Nothing for me to do here. Just a growing advantage. Rook f1, I take them out. And how much longer? Yeah. Bishop to d5. I gotta go back. And then queen to c7. Yep, queen c7. Queen to g5. And how much further do we go here? Bishop takes f7 is working. If I go to any of these, the queen goes to c3. Well, if I go to the corner, I should say. Queen to c3 is going to hurt me. So I got a book. Queen c3. And my queen is so short on squares. h4, knight to d7. What was played here? Knight to d7. And what next? h4. Queen g4. We're almost there until the mate. Yeah, it's a mate in 9 right now. Queen to e3. King to g7. Just announcing the moves now. Not much more to add. Yeah, king to h6, mate in 7. Knight to f6, top move. And a nice little mate to finish here with queen to g5. Only move. Knight to h5. And then we have mate. A couple different ways. Okay, what more to say? I played against a really strong account. Hopefully you're still able to maybe take something away from this. The Benoni, it could very easily go wrong. I was not successful with trading a minor piece, and I was very cramped as a result. Did not react properly to this e5 move. I really needed to take it into sharp waters right here and calculate some with knight to b3, but yeah, with how well my opponent calculated in this one, I imagine I would have ended up in the same boat, getting mated one way or the other. Okay, as usual, if you have any comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you soon. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.